So now that we're doing a specific and a special music show, our Corey Feldman is moving from the Sunday show to this show right here.
Always love
so you ready for Corey?
I'm always ready for Corey.
We are just characters in the days of brand new scene. We do our best to sing the words and the stages in between.
The pipes just.
I can get those notes.
This son of a bitch. Okay, he's getting on my bad side now.
Ooh, Corey?
Corey blocked me. Okay, he has a company that is scouring YouTube to take anything out that has his songs in it to try to try to copyright it.
It's the 22 crew is after you.
He tried to copyright my intro.
Wait, what? He's just because his face is in it?
Just because it's his song with me singing over top of him. Characters, he tried to copyright it, and I was like, "No, that's fair use, and I'm singing on it." So this motherfucker's pissing me off.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, he's getting on my shit. He's getting on my shit list real fast.
I am interested to see how Roger Waters freaked out. I do know Corey Feldman has an album that was an homage to Pink Floyd, which I actually watched a video on the other day and was laughing my ass off. But let's see. Oh yeah.
Okay, so yeah, this is the first. I got two Corey videos. All right, let's rock and roll.
Cosmetic business kind of started in the more recent years, in the last 5 to 10 years, and I don't know what's going on with him. To be honest, it's very troubling. I mean, I thought we were friends, but then he actually kind of freaked out on me one time, and it wasn't cool. I'm not going to get into that, but I think he's a little bit bipolar. I'm not a therapist. I'm not a psychiatrist. I can't say, but there's something going on there. Because sometimes he's real nice, and sometimes
Corey Feldman recently reflected on Roger Waters' behavior and suggested that mental health issues might explain the Pink Floyd co-founder speaking on Get on the Bus podcast. Corey Feldman said he's confused and troubled by Roger Waters' behavior, explaining that although he thought they were friends, Waters once unexpectedly freaked out on him, which damaged their relationship.
Oh yeah, I'm blocked by him. So yeah, I'm a real one.
Welcome to the club. I'm still on. I'm not a real one yet. I'm still on good terms with Feldmeister.
Feldman declined to give details, but suggested he thinks Waters may have mood-related issues.
Cosmetic business kind of started in the more recent years, in the last 5 to 10 years, and I don't know what's going on with him. To be honest,
I turned his vocals down to put mine a little higher, but YouTube did not have a problem with it. Fucking asshole Corey Feldman has a problem with it because somebody's making fun of his bullshit.
It's very troubling. I mean, I thought we were friends, but then he actually kind of freaked out on me one time, and it wasn't cool. I'm not going to get into that, but
Corey Feldman admitted he isn't qualified to judge Waters' mental state, noting only that Waters can be kind at times and difficult at others, which he suggested might simply be part of being a genius artist.
I think he's a little bit bipolar. I mean, I'm not a therapist. I'm not a psychiatrist. I can't say, but there's something going on there because sometimes he's real nice and then sometimes not so nice. So, but I think that's maybe also
Feldman.
I'm not a doctor, but this, and this is wrong with him. But I'm not a doctor.
Yeah, he's a narcissist. He's an egomaniac. He's got synesthesia. He's got. But what do I know?
I'm not a doctor, but
criticized Waters for what he sees as a one-sided stance on the Israeli-Palestinian conflict, arguing that Waters claims to support human rights but shows empathy only for Palestine.
Oh, Roger Waters is a complete asshole. We've had multiple videos that we've commented about Roger Waters. He don't give a fuck.
No, politically, he is very weird, and also as a person to deal with. From books I've read about Pink Floyd, he's something. He's something. But he was the driving force behind Pink Floyd in the end, so
yeah.
Israeli.
What's hot take? I never liked Pink Floyd.
Oh, see, I'm a big fan of Pink Floyd.
Yeah, I never liked him.
He said this feels inconsistent given Waters' strong anti-Nazi views and his family's World War II history. Feldman emphasized that people on all sides are suffering, called for equal compassion rather than blaming one side, and questioned Waters' right to take such a definitive position when he has no direct personal stake in the conflict.
I don't know. And I think he's maybe a bit misunderstood, but I definitely don't like the fact that, he says that he's for human rights, but then he only gives difference to the Palestinian side and has no love for the Israeli side. I don't understand how you could be so anti-Nazi and so anti-World War II because your father was killed in World War II and then turn around.
I hate all the conversations when it comes to this, people calling people Nazis. None of these motherfuckers were even alive when any of this shit happens. But everybody has a fucking opinion about who's an Israeli, who's a Nazi, who's a Palestinian, who's fucking who-be-doo. It's like, none of these motherfuckers had anything to do with it. Shut the fuck up.
When you use the term Nazi and you're not talking about actual like 1930s, 1940s German soldiers, and you're talking about current day people, it means nothing. It's like the word racist means nothing anymore. It's been used to death.
Octavia says she hates Pink Floyd too.
I'm a big fan of Pink Floyd. I don't know.
Yeah, we're together on that, Octavia. I'm not. I don't like them at all. The Wall is a fun song, but it's way too fucking long.
Have an anti-Semitic statement saying, well, it's the Israelis versus the Palestinians. No, how about we're all losing lives. We're all in trouble. There's pain for everybody, and let's just try and end it. You know, let's try and love everyone equally, but let's not counter one side or the other and say they're the ones that are wrong, because now you're weighing your hat into it and you're not even in the game. You're not a Jew.
These comments come amid ongoing controversy surrounding
What
game?
Was that what the last thing he said was like, I mean, why are you taking one side or the other? You can't weigh your hat on it, whatever that's supposed to mean.
You're not a Jew, so
that's the last thing he says. I mean, you're not a Jew. And I'm like, listen, I read the Epstein files. It's now crystal clear you guys run everything. I get it, but can we cattle still have a couple of opinions on occasion, please? You're not a Jew. All right, Feldman.
Yeah. That's just I'd seen this one and I'm like, oh yeah, this is kind of a weird video, and the guy's production is okay. I don't know if you noticed it, but some of the stuff that he was playing, the music was way too high, and you kind of heard his voice underneath. So this guy needs to get his production together, but it's a pretty decent video.
Yeah, what angered me the most is he's like, well, it's a lot of stuff. I thought we were friends, and then I got something from him, and I wasn't sure anymore, but I don't want to get into it. And I'm like, no, get into it. That's why people are interviewing you.
Exactly. We want to hear the dirt. We want to hear the juiciness.
That's like when somebody goes, I got this great story. You know what? I can't tell it. It's like, well, dude, you got to tell it now.
Okay, so the Feldman was on this podcast the other day. Mm-hmm. When was it? Yesterday? Yeah, it was yesterday. 189 views. So yeah, get it together, dude.
All right.
And of course, this guy is he's a fan. So he's not going to ask any hard-hitting questions. He's literally just happy to be that Corey Feldman is on his podcast.
That's fair. He's a Corey stan. I guess
but we can roast him in him being a fan, which there's nothing wrong with him being a Corey fan. But if you have Corey Feldman, you got to hit him with a couple hard-hitting questions, right?
Well, I agree. And that being said, like, you've been blocked by Corey. I have not. So I still consider myself in some ways a Corey fan because I do. Listen,
until you make fun of his fucking AI song.
I follow his career. I know his music. Like, that makes me a fan, I guess. I suppose. I don't know.
In the show, this is an honor.
Hey, nice to see you. How's everything?
Doing great. Who do we have with you?
So remember the last stream, I said, well, is him letting his hair go back to brown, or is it just it's growing out? Yeah, it's growing out. So a lot of those blonde streaks are going away. So he's got weird, gray, like brownish blonde hair now.
It's a good hairdo. It's nice.
A cat.
That's Jason, my friend Jason. Oh no, wait, no, I'm sorry.
I give that hairdo an 8 out of 10.
Yeah.
Yes, this is our good friend Don.
You like the combo with the brown with the blonde?
Well, I'm looking at more like gray hair or something, but I don't know. Yeah, I like this hair.
It is like a grayish brown. Yeah. Like, that's probably why he colored it, because he didn't like the gray coming out.
Mm-hmm.
I've always said I like that. I mean, I've got gray hair now, but I'd rather have gray hair than no hair.
I agree with you. When he asked what's up with the dog, you should have said, I'm dog sitting for Tyrese Gibson. Don't mind.
That's funny.
Dobby's chilling. This is our, well, I guess you would call him a hairless cat or a bald cat, but the true name, of course, is a Sphinx cat.
Ah, okay.
He's a Sphinx cat. And
Gotcha.
don't know if you can tell, but
Yeah.
oh,
When you say the hairless cat, I always think of Mr. Bigglesworth and
you can see,
That makes sense, Octavia. Corey only goes on small channels so that he can control the narrative. That makes sense, because if there's somebody that's going to push him, even if it doesn't have anything to do with anything specific, if they're going to push him, he ain't going to like it. So I can see that.
he's got,
Cats. I hate cats.
beautiful blue eyes. I don't know if you can see the eyes from there, but
Oh, thank you.
I don't want
wow.
to anger him and put him any closer because he's quite.
And is it Dobby after Harry Potter? Dobby after Harry Potter? You said?
Yes, exactly. Exactly. Because he sort of looks like him, doesn't he? You can't tell so much because he's got a sweater on right now. So
Nice.
he looks
Okay, I immediately hate you because you have a fucking sweater and a cat. What?
I hate cats to begin with. Sweaters on cats makes it even worse.
I'm allergic to cats, so I can't be near them. But sweater on a fucking cat?
more colorful, but he's got kind of a grayish tan body, you know.
like
so yeah.
I wish if I could. I don't know if our dog will ever run in here, but we have a little black lab
too.
rescue, and we actually joke sometimes the little half flop ears. We've jokingly called her Dobby as well. So I did not know that your cat would actually be named what we kind of joke about our dog.
Well, I have to confess, it's not even my cat. It's my girlfriend's cat. So she named the cat Dobby, but
All right.
I honor the
Fucking
name.
cares.
I honor
All right.
the name.
Dobby will be riding.
They've
next
talked
to you
to
during
1
this
minute and
interview. I love
39
it. Well, we
seconds
should
about a
tell
fucking
everybody.
cat
Or
that's
maybe
bald
not.
that's got a
Or
fucking
maybe
sweater
not.
on.
He might take off.
Can we talk about something else? Something that's got some juice to it?
Yeah.
Hey, let's tell everybody the reason we are talking is you
not a
are
cat. Yeah, what
doing
is
a
that
really
thing?
special Stand By Me 40th
glasses on.
anniversary event at the Strathmore in North Bethesda, Maryland, just
Hey,
outside of DC.
that's where I
on
grew up.
March 14th. Now, how exactly does the event work? Is it you screen it on a giant screen and then you and your co-stars are there for like a Q&A after, like sitting on stools? Or paint a visual of how it unfolds.
Well, sort of thing. I mean, hopefully it's a little more comfortable than stools because we'll be out there for a while. But we call.
See, I could never have Corey. Oh, he's blocked me, so I can't have Corey Feldman on the channel. But if he was on the channel, I'd fucking come in with some heat, and then it'd end up him leaving.
It wouldn't last very long.
It wouldn't last that long, so it's not worth trying to reach out to his people if he has people.
Octavia brought up that it's gross. That's not a cat. It does have the weirdest fucking head I've ever seen on a cat. It looks like like one of those cattle head bones you see in an old Western that is laying on the ground, just like some dead animal bone head. That's some weird.
He's all about the skinwalker.
Yeah. It's a messed up cat.
Oh, it's Stand By Me Live. And I got to tell you, it is really a fascinating adventure because it's, obviously we're not doing a live play. So it's not, the title is a little misleading, just slightly misleading. But it is, in the sense, kind of like Stand By Me Live, because what we do is we, in fact, get up there and reminisce and talk about old stories and relive old experiences and old moments. And a lot of times very much in real time, because you've got three guys who have this history together, but yet haven't spent time together in 40 years. So what tends to happen is just this, this stuff comes up, as you're watching us kind of interact. And it happens in real moments, in real time, and we'll go back to a moment on the set, or back to a moment at the hotel, or back to whatever.
All right.
But then there's also
When we were over there banging chicks.
Hold up. Wait a minute. Okay, so the Strathmore is my neck of the woods. I'm literally 20 minutes from the Strathmore. I've been there for concerts.
Okay.
And it's near my birthday. What a great birthday present that would be. I'm going.
You're going to it?
It's $28 for the cheap seats, $200 for the VIP. I might get the VIP. I might save up. Corey Feldman.
Would it be too difficult for you to film some of it so we can roast the fuck out of it?
I will do my best. I'll see. Oh, God, and Will fucking Wheaton is going to be there. Wesley from Star. Oh, my God. All right. I got to see. Wow. Going so close. All right, I'm going.
kind of like pre-planned.
The cat is like just walking bones. It's just like, the fuck is that?
things that are fun little surprises for the audience. Like kind of pictures we put up and we talk about, this moment, or a little hidden video that nobody's ever seen.
He failed miserably,
maybe we have
Octavia.
mementos from the set
He died of drug
bring
abuse.
out, kind of making it more of an interactive,
That is a
kind
fail.
of multimedia
Fail.
experience. So you're not just sitting there watching three guys talking about, well, back in the old days, it's more than that. And not only that, but of course, Jerry and I tend to go at it quite a bit. We get a bit lively and have a tendency to, I guess, heckle one another a bit, have a few laughs. So it turns into a big riotous sort of thing. And
it's almost like you're in that treehouse again. Do any of you ever start the response and then the others cut off and go, I ran all the way home, like interrupt you?
Well, I can't say that moment has happened yet, but one thing that we do actually do sometimes is recreate scenes. We have a little recreation moment where we get into reading some of the script.
That was the stupidest question by the fucking host.
The host is.
That's not a memorable moment. The fucking song that they're hugging each other, running down the fucking.
His first question, what's up with your cat's head? That'd be the first question I would ask. I might ask him that when I see him in person, Derek. I saw your cat. That's a weird.
I've seen those videos, Octavia. They're strange when the pets and the owners look the same.
The other thing that annoys me, we've seen interviews with the Feldmeister, where he gets mad when people ask him about his 80s movies. And he's like, I do music now. That's old. Now he's cashing in.
Of course he is. He's got an event to push, so of course he's going to cash in. And then he's going to go right back into, I'm the greatest musician of all time.
I wonder if they take questions from the audience.
From the movie, or maybe
Do
we
it.
pick our favorite moment, we decide to recreate it, or things like that. So, yes, in fact, it becomes actually Stand By Me Live in certain ways. And then there's also the fact that we take.
Honestly, I think all three of them are lunatics. Will Wheaton is a leftist piece of shit.
He's another one.
He's a weirdo.
That's a deep rabbit hole. He's a strange feller, for sure.
Questions from the audience.
And we know Corey.
So
Corey's
in that
off
sense, it
this
also
fucking
becomes
rocker.
interactive. And then at the end of it
They're
all,
taking questions from the
people who
audience.
pay the
Do it, dude. Do it.
All right, I get paid on Friday. I got to see what my package level options are.
Don't bring up Jim and them. Don't bring up
I'm
Riff Raff,
not
and
bringing
don't bring up
anything.
Frames and Rhythm, and you'll be good.
Hey, you all burned your Corey bridge. I haven't burned mine yet. Me and Corey are like this. We're on good terms.
Oh, you guys are tight. You guys are like brothers.
Well, compared to you and Jim and them, yeah.
extra special price, you get to have that extra special experience, which includes a signed poster from all of us. And you get to come back and take a picture with us. And there's like a whole VIP level and all that.
All right.
So all together, it's a fun night, Let's watch Stand By Me and shoot the Shinola.
We're going to watch the
afterwards.
movie?
Yeah, sounds like it. Sounds like a ton of fun. And then we have to say, on a serious note, I wanted to start with the fun stuff, but on a serious note, this tour is sort of taken on new meaning since when you began. Obviously, after this tour was planned and everything before the tragic murder of Rob Reiner and his wife. I actually talked to Carrie Elwes of Princess Bride right before that all happened. And
Did he freeze? He's got a weird facial expression.
you're the first one I've talked to in a Reiner
Glitching
movie
in and
since.
out of the Matrix.
It even makes it harder to see the opening scene of, the newspaper headline that Richard Dreyfuss reads, stabbed to death, all that stuff. It's like, it makes me kind of cringe now. But has it taken on new meaning to be able to do this? And I mean, you used to just be giving people a fun night out. You still are. But is it a kind of a way to honor the late director that they
might
gave
do
you all
that.
such
I
great
think he
careers?
should. I think he should.
Well, I'll be honest, I hadn't even thought about that aspect.
Yeah.
About the fact that the newspaper said that at the beginning of the movie.
Yeah.
I didn't remember it. I thought he was shot, but that's even creepier. Wow. Obviously it's going to have a tremendous.
How much he gives a shit? He was crying the day after that he heard that he died by the hands of his son, and now he's just like, I don't remember. It was a wild story.
That's what are you talking
he
about?
was literally crying like the day after, like, oh, it's craziness, oh, and now he's just like, I don't know.
I think Corey Feldman. Here's a hot take, and I'm shooting from the hip here, brother. I think Corey is a genuine person, but whatever he's genuine about changes every 10 minutes.
He's got to watch, like, does this thing work? Okay, I'll cry for 10 minutes, and then we're good. We're done.
Yeah, like, I think he believes what he's saying is true when he says it. It just changes all the time.
This impact. I mean, where, you know, the first few shows that we did were all fun laughs and, you know, fond memories, and this time there's definitely going to be a bittersweet temperature hanging over the room, and yeah, it's going to be very rough. You know, I mean, in one sense, it is bittersweet because in one sense, it's we all have to kind of live with the idea that we can't have him there. You know, because I'm sure all of us were thinking, hey, we're doing a whole year worth of these things, and we're talking about even going international.
Yeah.
I'm sure at some point, we know Rob was paying attention. We know he was watching. So I'm sure at some point he may have joined us. He may have come out. He may have showed up on a video call. Who knows? Yeah. But we would have done something to honor him and to have him involved. And so it's so heartbreaking.
Yeah.
That he doesn't get to share this experience with us. I am also in the same token, and I think I can speak for all three of us when I say that I'm sure we're all grateful that, you know, he probably did get to see it happening before he died, because we had gotten the first run of shows off before he passed, so therefore we know he was at least aware of it.
And he ruined the fucking timing because we had the whole thing timed, and he fucking died, so now ruined. Yeah, he ruined it.
Right, he fucked it up for all of us by dropping dead.
It's crazy.
And saw that we were honoring his film and his memory in this way. So that's great, but unfortunately it just wasn't, you know, where it needed to be to get to, you know, to coordinate our schedules to where we were together. But that said, it was a very traumatic and weird, surreal kind of experience, the moment of his death, because...
How was it traumatic? You worked on a movie that he produced and directed 30 years ago.
Well, Corey did tweet. I know you probably wouldn't have seen this because you and him are on the outs, but I did see his tweet about Rob Reiner. He said that he spent nearly every day with Rob Reiner towards the end of Rob Reiner's life.
Every day?
Yeah, that's what he said. That's what he tweeted. I'm still thinking of what I'm doing at this show, though. It's all, I'm going to go a Cocoa Buns t-shirt. What do you think of that? I have to screen.
Well, he's not going to talk to you if you have a Cocoa Buns t-shirt on. He knows what it is, though.
They sell I don't drink liquor usually. I'm making an exception this time. I'm taking an Uber in a Cocoa Buns t-shirt. I'm going to get rip-roaring drunk and go to the show, and I'm just going to yell, "Shut up, Wesley," at Will Wheaton all night until they throw me out. Maybe.
You play it as straight as you can. You try to ask a very serious question, and then at the end be like, 22, bitch!
I was lighting the menorah for my Hanukkah. It was the first night of Hanukkah. And I respect from the other two guys, and I understand that, like, normally we don't talk a lot. I mean, we hadn't really been... We'd never spoken, like, the three of us, since we'd stopped the film 40 years ago, other than seeing each other at, like, maybe a commentary or a press interview or something.
Okay, I'm going to fast forward just a little bit because he just keeps on rehashing the same shit. Because
Will and Jerry worked together.
The interviewer doesn't have control of this shit.
Yeah. But we've never all three.
I think I'm our last best hope for a shot at Corey Feldman.
I would say the original mockumentary was Spinal Tap. There was no other.
Yeah.
There was no other. It was his concept. It was his years after Stand By Me. Never around, never knew him, never talked to him. And then somehow we briefly became Twitter buddies. I don't know how to explain it, but, like, certain things were happening around the release of my documentary when I put out that documentary.
Octavia's got it right here.
He commented on it, and I was like, wow, Stephen King's commenting on my stuff. That's cool. So I guess he follows me.
Yeah.
And then something like... And then
tried to start smoking
happened,
Marlboros
in
the theater also.
But at a certain point, we had a few exchanges online, and then I put out my Funko Pop. And when I put out my Funko Pop, Stephen King said, "I'm really jealous. I want a Corey Feldman Funko Pop."
Yeah.
So he said, "I want a signed Corey Feldman Funko Pop."
Did he really say that? Did he really?
No, that was things that didn't happen for 1,000. Alex.
We called his office, and my assistant called his office and say, "Is this real? Does he really want a signed Funko Pop?" And they said yes. And we said, "Okay, give us the address." So we signed a Funko Pop to Stephen King.
How many assistants do you think that Corey Feldman has went through over the years?
Oh God, like personal assistants?
Yeah, he said his assistant. He probably goes through him like fucking water, right? Because he probably doesn't pay for shit.
No, yeah, he's on the take nonstop. That's true. Stephen King probably just wanted to snort coke off the Funko Pop. Isn't that what Stephen King does, allegedly?
Allegedly.
I mean, I'm not a Jew. I don't want to say anything, but that's what I've heard.
And I sent it to him, and he took a picture and he posted it on Twitter and said, "Thank you for my, favorite toy," or something like that. So, how cool is that?
That's so cool. That's so cool.
Dude's a fucking simp.
Great stuff. Well, you mentioned the documentary, and I don't want to spend too much time. And please share however much I don't want to bring up old trauma or whatever. You know what I mean? So
yeah, thanks.
However much you do or not, maybe just
old trauma. He's concerned about his mental health. I mean, come on, this dude's a kind of a bitch, right?
Yeah.
Am I wrong for calling this dude a bitch?
Look, when I'm at the Strathmore, drunk on Captain Morgan and Coke and smoking Marlboros, I want all the trauma. I want to hear about all the trauma.
Okay, so this channel, we've had somebody that's won awards, who's an award-winning producer. Mm-hmm. We've had people that are iconic fucking producers of music. Mm-hmm. That worked with Motown artists. That worked with people that are iconic in the music industry. We never simped from that bad, did we?
No,
we had some pretty good questions.
We had Salty, who did like all the marketing art for huge Marvel movies.
Yeah.
We had a dude who owns an album and weed shop. That's awesome.
We have never simped for anybody. We've asked, we're not asking like deep personal questions, but we don't sit there and just be like, "Oh, how's your mental health today?" No, we ask questions that are pertinent to the interview. I think we're pretty good interviewers, honestly.
I think
I'm biased, but I think
I did a good job when I met you. That's how I met you, Derek. You came on the show with me and Dave. I was prepared, dude. I had questions and all that business. I took it seriously.
And that's what you have to do, right? I mean, that's the only way that I know how to do it, not just fly by night. Like, I have to at least know something.
We interviewed Cooking with Jack.
Yeah. Who's a legend for YouTube. He's one of the original.
I would kill to have a one-on-one with Corey, just going through his music from start to finish. And I would take it straight. I wouldn't rag on him. I'd just ask him, "Hey, what were you thinking when you made this Pink Floyd pastiche album?" I'd love it. It'd be amazing. What else am I going to do with all this Corey Feldman knowledge? It's wasting space in my head.
It's just rolling around in your head.
Generalize it. How can we make the future of Hollywood, maybe I'll phrase it that way, safer for the next generation of child stars? Is that a fair way to do it without digging too much into the past?
I would like to say there was a simple answer to that, my friend, but unfortunately, we are at a time of, as we've seen today with the release of 3.5 million files.
Of Epstein files you're talking about, yeah.
We are most certainly at the precipice of the battle of good and evil, and that's the way I see it.
Oh, right on, Corey.
Not just Hollywood, Washington, it's everywhere.
No.
Yes, you would think he'd have a little bit more to say about it because he claims to be a victim of child abuse.
I think
you would think that he would actually be pro getting these fuckers off the street, right?
You would think so. I mean, listen, after reading some of the stuff I read over the weekend that was released, I'm like, Corey Feldman, I'm buying it. Like he's got a weird way of going about, exposing these people.
Yeah.
But I don't doubt that he went through that. What he said he went through. I sort of think he's not lying about that. That's just my take. I'm just trying to get in good with him so I can interview him at the Strathmore.
That's what I'm talking about, baby. All right, let me start this. I'll be right back. Give me 1 second.
All right.
It's everywhere. It's everywhere. And I think for the first time, we are truly seeing evil reveal itself.
Yeah, that's true.
It's all been living in the shadows, right? It's all been living in the shadows for this
some
whole
of us
time.
knew who was responsible.
None of us knew. None of us knew the depths of depravity that were going on, the amounts and levels of cover up.
Yep.
But it's all coming out. It's all happening. We're seeing it. It's real.
Mm-hmm.
And And I think there's a reason. There's a reason why all of this is aligning right now, and that's because it's it's going to have to change, whether they like it or not. It's going to have to change. Change is coming, and it's got to be inevitable. But I think that am I seeing them make the moves that really need to be made? No. Am I seeing moves made? Yes. Am I seeing changes? Yes. Am I seeing some progress? Yes. Am I seeing the progress that I know needs to happen to really put the button on it?
Right.
No. It has not happened, and I keep pushing for legislation. I talked to my friend Sean Astin, who's the president of SAG now, and I'm hoping that together we can accomplish some things. But
you guys were in the Goonies together, right? Yeah, you were in the Goonies together. If anyone knows about that whole childhood era,
imagine Samwise Gamgee looks at his phone and it's Corey Feldman calling. He's like,
I have faith in him as the president of SAG, and we have had some talks, but I would like to be further involved. I would like to be reinstated. Unfortunately, due to some gaslighting, I had to step down when I was on the sexual harassment committee before. But they never even got an investigation, and the whole thing was stupid. And I'm really upset about that ever happening. But that said, it was all preemptive of me getting the things accomplished that I want. I'm hoping that I can, still play an instrument and that need to be gotten. And even if I'm not involved, just do it. I don't need the credit or to be attached to it or involved with it. I just want to see it happen for the future of children in the industry. If there's going to be an industry, and if there's going to be children involved in it.
Name names.
Absolutely, and very well said. And I don't want to, end on a too dour of a note. I'm glad we addressed it, but if there's a way to I'd like to sort of pivot it back in a sort of a uplifting legacy of Stand By Me way, if we can.
Is he still simping?
I mean, you
Corey just went on about how he wishes
there wouldn't be Stranger Things and kids riding on bikes and shows and stuff today. If
blah blah blah.
Same old did he? Dance. Did he give like the PC answer, or is it actually something that was worth a shit?
He did his normal answer where it's sort of obtuse, where it's, he knows everything, but he never talks about it. Like, we looked at his interview with Matt Lauer, which was a great interview, and Matt Lauer's like, all right, well, why don't you name names then?
Yeah, or go to the fucking cops.
Yeah, shit or get off the pot, as my grandmother used to say. She was a classy woman.
My dad said that.
Yeah. for movies like you are with Lost Boys. I mean, that whole era, you guys paved the way.
We rode on a lot of bikes. I rode on a lot of bikes.
A lot of bikes.
Is that code for something else, Corey?
Paved the way for what? I mean, I liked some of the music as a kid, but they're not the innovators of what they were doing. There was better movies out there.
Rode on a lot of bikes.
Yeah.
Let's see what that means. That's code.
That's code.
For my bike riding.
You and Henry Thomas, right? And Elliot.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
but in seriousness, like
Thank you. Appreciate you.
Obviously, I've seen Stand By Me many times, and I rewatched it in prep for this. But I've always thought that movies like The Sandlot were directly inspired by, not only the narration, but the treehouse, the junkyard dog, all that. I mean, I guess the narration really was A Christmas Story slightly before you guys, and then The Wonder Years slightly after you guys. But do you think that Stand By Me with sort of that nostalgic narration and the kids sort of all hanging out in the treehouse, all that kind of stuff,
wedding ring on the interviewer,
the You're Killing Me Smalls and all that later? Like, do you think those screenwriters?
He's probably homosexual, I guess.
Probably were watching your stuff and wanted to emulate it.
I mean, I can definitely say that I think that The Sandlot appears to be a direct, almost copy of Stand By Me. I mean, it's like
I love it. I love it too, man. Yeah, I grew up on that. Yeah, but
I didn't love it. I didn't grow up on it. It came after my time of watching those type of movies, and I saw it years later, or at least bits of it, and I was like, whoa.
Corey needs to get better fucking internet.
Yeah,
he really does.
Yeah, he keeps glitching. I like that the guy, Corey, literally says Sandlot's a direct ripoff, and then the interviewer's like, "Oh yeah, I love Sandlot, man. I grew up on that shit." And Corey's like, "No, I didn't, and I didn't like it."
It's not it has nothing to do with Stand By Me. Not at all.
I've never seen Sandlot, so I don't know.
No, it's not even close to.
This is like our movie,
because Stand By Me was based off of a Stephen King movie called The Body. The Sandlot is about baseball and growing up loving baseball, and a kid moves to a neighborhood and kind of gets ingrained with the kids, the kids that are in the neighborhood.
Okay, does somebody get murdered in it? Because
nobody gets murdered.
Oh, well, that's the whole bit in Stand By Me, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't sound like it's anything like Stand By Me.
It's not anything like it.
Okay.
What, you have kids? Okay, there's kids in it. Oh, it's the same. It's the same fucking movie.
Yeah, the Brady Bunch is a ripoff of Stand By Me. I know it came before, but somehow it traveled in time and stole my gimmick.
Yeah.
It's like literally like our movies. So, you know, I don't know. That one kind of threw me a little, but but I think I think being a part of movies like Goonies and Stand By Me and Gremlins and Lost Boys and all these kind of License to Drive and Dream a Little Dream, like all the teen movies that I did.
Yeah.
I think that that they all had a profound impact on the movies of today and what we watch today in our society today.
Yeah.
But it wasn't just my movies that I was involved with. I mean, I was lucky enough to be a part of a bunch of #1 movies that all were #1, were right in a row. And that was amazing. But then, there was also a bunch of great movies that I wasn't a part of that were also very fundamental in structuring how we look at teenage society from that period.
Name them.
And that's like The Breakfast Club and 16 Counts, all those John
Hughes stuff.
John Hughes stuff.
He was the guy. I mean, he was the quintessential, 80s director and writer.
Yeah. Well, he's more like the teenage angst,
which I wasn't a part of either.
Growing up as a teenager and awkwardness.
It started with The Outsiders, to be honest.
John Hughes did a great.
Was the beginning of it, right? The Outsiders
pastiche of the
kind of had that whole. Yeah, well, but I'm saying that the camaraderie, the friendship. The boys, the teenage boys, and talking about girls.
I would actually maybe go back even like American Graffiti, probably even before that, right? Probably.
Well, American Graffiti, I would say, is more in the Grease class. The Grease category, is starting
car culture, that type of thing.
That's fair.
So, all right. So they're spinning, talking about some dumb shit. So yeah, I'm gonna end this this Corey stuff because the interviewer didn't ask any hard-hitting questions. He's a fan, and he was just kind of cupping his balls a little bit for fan service. And it's just like, come on, dude. Like, ask something that... And you don't have to be a dick about it, but ask him something that's got some juiciness to it.
See, Derrick, you need... I think you should do a full on-screen apology to Corey Feldman to get him back in your good graces so I can go get him, and I'll interview him. Music.
Okay, here I'll give you a couple questions. Corey Feldman, what movie were you up for that you really wanted to do, but for some reason they went to a different direction?
Am I playing the role of Corey here? I don't know.
I'm just saying that would be a great fucking question. Did he ask it? No, he just simped for him the whole time.
Yeah, well, he's trying to be polite. I can see, but I could pull this off, Derrick. I promise you, I could interview him about his music. It would be amazing. I need to figure out how to do this.
Corey, we understand that you did acting as a young man, and then you're focused more on your music. Did you have any people that you looked up to as a child in acting, but also with your music? There's another fucking good question.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
I would knock it out of the park with the fucking questions, not the so what did you think about the Sandlot and stuff? You know what I mean? It's just like, come on, bro, have some written down. Write some fucking questions down, dude.
Can we talk about your cat for 5 minutes?
Yeah, no shit. You talk about your cat for 5 minutes?
Well, I consider the door is slightly open to Corey Feldman. 20 minutes away, Derrick. I'm going to be there, and I'm going to do the best I can. Do the best I can.
Get that footage. Okay, so we're going to move on to the next one. So we will end the wonderful and amazing Corey Feldman segment.
We are all just characters in the days brand new scene. We do our best to sing the words and the stations in between.